Hey guys, what's going on? Just got out to the Delta again today. Gonna run some water. We haven't ran too much this year. I feel like that's kind of been the name of the game the last couple trips. Haven't really seen anything lately that's been that intriguing to me, so I'm like, we'll just keep going around until we find something that's starting to stick. I know the weights have been kind of up with the Wednesday nighters and some of these other tournaments, so I know there's fish out there. Dudes are catching them. Just a matter of us finding them and us figuring out what we need to do to get on some good fish. So we're gonna kind of see what happens. We got a big outgoing tide. Just got to our first area. Tide's just starting to switch, so I'm hoping that's good. And then we're gonna be running that kind of the rest of the day. Probably some low water towards the end of the day. Negative tide, probably punch a little bit, but we're just gonna have to see what happens. Hoping we can generate a good bite at some point today. That's kind of our goal, fishing that like 5-pound class, but we'll just have to see what happens. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Look at that guy. Oh, that guy just inhaled the chatterbait. Look how far that's down that fish's throat. That's wild. That's probably like a spawned out 6, but he's probably more like a 5. Get a quick weight on him real quick. Got big old beat up mouth, big old head. Yeah, 41. Probably should be a 5 and change, maybe even a little bigger than that with that head on it. Good fish though. Oh. All right, quick release, we'll take it. All right, we missed a big one on the frog a second ago. I'm hoping we can get back in there and try and generate a big bite. Haha, what did I just say? A little bit better fish there. They're sitting in this, I forget what they call it. It's not hippie grass, but it's similar. It's the perfect canopy for these fish to be sitting down in there. Might be a 3-pounder. Throw them on the scale real quick, get our best 5 today. I don't know what I do with my scale. It might be in here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the first one I had roll on this thing, I think it was big. Maybe a 5-ish pounder. There's a lot of fry kind of in this whole general area. So I know there's should be some fish I want to get a frog around. All right, 289. Not a bad fish. Keep getting out there. So we generated a couple bites on the black frog. Kind of got like a lot of overcast skies and whatnot. So I'm thinking I'm actually gonna switch and try and throw a different color. Maybe a white or like one of these more bluegill kind of styles. I have these launch frogs that I haven't really thrown that much, but they're more of like a bluegill-esque profile. So we just went through with the black frog. We're gonna make a little bit of a color change and try this more bluegill color. I don't know if it's gonna make a huge difference, but we generated 3 bites out of this island. So I'm pretty confident that there's probably, you know, double that or whatever inside the island itself. So I think we can probably generate a couple more bites. We're gonna give Mr. Scum Frog a try, see what we can do. Little color change, another frogfish right in the salad. That guy just barely sucked it down out of that mat. All right. Oh, look how missing that big piece out of his tail. That's kind of a trip. Wow, that was unreal. That was so crazy, that bite. I thought that was a carp swimming behind my bait for a second. It was just a big old largemouth. Wow, that was so sick. He's got a big old sore on the side of his face. Probably another 3-pounder. Wow, that was just like, I threw it up in the tulies right here, and I just see this fish just swimming behind it like I thought it was a carp. I paused it for just a second, and then it was game over. That was pretty epic. Yep, 357. All right. We haven't caught a ton of fish today, but all the ones we're catching are pretty good fish. Frog kind of day, I guess. That was kind of trippy. I saw that fish jump. I don't know if I caught it in the clip, but came up and ate something, cast right it over there. Boom. On the outside. Not a giant, but hoping maybe we can find a big post spawner in this pocket somewhere. A little punch fish. Oh. We haven't caught any big ones back here in this pocket, but it looks right. Guy's almost kind of blue. Wow, that was quite the hook set for not the fish. Sorry, guy. Go back in there. Hey guys, just doing a little outro at the house today. Kind of slipped my mind when I was leaving the water yesterday, but yeah, it looks like the frog bite's starting to open up a little bit, so that was pretty cool. We had a couple pretty crazy bites and ran quite a bit of new water. We spent a lot of time kind of just idling around because I didn't want to hit nothing, especially with some of these places that I know there's a lot of wood and different things like that. So we were kind of running that deal. But yeah, at the end of this, I'm just going to throw in a little clip. My buddy's working on a new bait that he's going to be selling soon. It's like a bluegill swim bait, and it's pretty cool. So if you guys want to check that out, stay till the end. If not, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. All right, so this is the bait. It's a soft bluegill. He actually made me this box with a 3D printer, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I think this thing is like, I think he said it was 6 inches, maybe like 5 ounces. It's decently heavy, and it's a harness style bait. But we have kind of like a double stinger rig on the bottom with some braid, pretty clean, and a swivel. I don't know if he's planning to sell these rigged or not rigged, but either way, it's super easy to modify yourself and kind of get it how you want. But yeah, I guess you could say we're still kind of in the prototype phase of just getting this thing just completely dialed, but it looks good. It has kind of like that mag draft kind of swim where the paddle tail obviously kicks pretty good, but there's also quite a bit of like head movement that's going on. So if you guys think you might be interested in these things, just leave a comment down below, and then when he finally goes live, I'll put that information out for those of you guys that want to check this thing out.